Morgan Wallen, more than my hometown on B105. It is a Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We have the B105 Buzz brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936.
Can I start?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so Grandma's Marathon, obviously it's a long ways away, but they're looking for some Grambassadors for 2025.
Yeah, I saw this, Grambassadors.
Yeah, so basically, if you're running any of the races, whether it's your first one, your 50th one, whatever it might be, you can apply now through September 2nd at midnight, I believe. And basically, you just share your training journey on social media. You help spread the word about Grandma's Marathon, and you get a lot of really cool perks as well. And you also get entry into the race of your choice. So you can read about all the perks, how you can apply all that, b105country.com. But kind of cool if you're like always on social media and, posting that anyways. Be a Grambassador.
Why not? Be a part of it.
Why not?
Right? Well, thank you, Lauren, for that. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of like into like the boating stuff. I'm kind of a little bit of a boat nerd. Mm-hmm. Watch him come through. It's kind of cool. Well, I met the YouTuber Vibe with Mike, and I've been watching his videos. He does a tour. He actually got a tour on board from the American Steamship Company, and shows you what it's like to live on one of the 1,000-footers.
That's really cool.
I put that up in the B105 app. You can see it right now. The video's there too, and then kind of a layout of what happened. If you're into boating and you're a boat nerd like me, like how they load it, like with the coal, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The operation that happens. Mm-hmm. And huge. Cool stuff. Check that out right now on the B105 app. And other stuff there too, of course. So
lots of stuff on there.
Yeah, there you go. That's your B105 Buzz this morning. B105, Northland's #1 for new country. Lauren's going to fill us all in. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Okay, we got the 710 laugh off. Here we go.
We sure do.
All right.
So you have won twice. I've won once. So the pressure is on. Got to clear my throat.
Okay. You want to go first?
It's up to you.
You go ahead.
Okay. Ken, I once bought a hat for my leg. It was a kneecap.
Okay. You got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Lauren, my neighbor claims he holds the world record for eating the most Oscar Mayer. A load of bologna.
I used to love bologna.
Really? I'm surprised by that.
I could write a dissertation on my food taste throughout my life.
Oscar Mayer bologna?
Yeah. I thought it was like the greatest thing ever. Ken, what causes dry skin? A towel.
Kind of an anti-joke there.
You got to mix it up.
Right. Lauren, what kind of car has a belly button? It's easy. It's an Audi.
So dumb.
I didn't even get to my really good one.
Well, save it.
I'll save it for next week because I did a decisive win. 3-1 victory this week.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all my joke people. I'd like to thank...
I would like to summon my joke people
Academy.
I would like my joke people to...
You need a rally here.
Come forward. Show themselves once again.
Okay. Rise with her. This is a heck of a speech over there. Okay, there you go. 710 laugh off. We'll try again next week. We got your brain teaser question coming up here in just a minute. Today, got some dense fog this morning. Be careful about that. Have your headlights on for sure on B105. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren at 7:20. And let's see your brain teaser question. Yesterday's case, you missed it. New study. This once common workplace injury is now rare. And that was paper cuts. Mm-hmm. That's a good thing, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
So, brain teaser this morning. We've had one similar to this before, but I don't think we've ever had this question, and it makes sense for me. The average person does this about 5 times a day. What is it?
Some people do this a lot.
Yep.
Some people think you're crazy if you do this.
At work, I feel like I do this a lot. I almost just gave it away.
I don't know if I do. I guess I don't know if I don't know. I guess, do I?
No.
I don't really think I do that often.
Maybe you do this at home.
Average person does this about 5 times a day. Okay, 727B105. Call now, good luck. You could win some Papa Murphy's. Mm-hmm. Get to the bottom of this. Mm-hmm. People are doing 5 times a day. All right, 727-B105. Call now. Good luck with Hardy and Truck. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Good morning, 725. And today we're going to be, around 70 or so. Chance of showers again. Foggy this morning and fog advisory in some places, so be careful. Okay, Brain gets your question.
The average person does this about 5 times a day. What is it?
Okay, 5 times a day. What are we doing? Well, I'll take some guesses. Hi, B105. What do you think?
Is it like talk to yourself?
Oh, man, you got it right away. I didn't think anyone's going to get that one right.
Can you relate to this?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I do at work more than I do at home, probably.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Right, maybe some colorful language about when things go wrong at work. And maybe, I probably do that a little bit. I'm sure. What's your name?
Jessica.
Hey, congratulations. We got you some Papa Murphy's, okay?
Thank you.
Papa Murphy sounds good tonight, actually.
Right? So I just looked up, what do people talk to themselves about the most, right? Problem solving, thinking through ideas out loud. Motivation, they give themselves a pep talk, trying to remember something. Self-criticism.
Yeah, that's a big one for me, I bet.
Or just creating a presence.
Be like, wow, you really blew that one again.
I think when I talk to myself, it's like I'm reading something and I'm like, ooh, that was cringy. Or like something like that, you know?
Oh, okay. Okay, well, there you go. We learned something new.
Yep.
Talk to ourselves 5 times a day on
Nothing
average.
wrong with it.
Weather forecast coming up next here on B105 and then Breakfast Club Confessions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have one.
We'll see what happens there. Coming up 7:40 here on the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy is right.
B105 Breakfast Club Confessions. This is where we get something off our chest or admit to something that we've done and go into the weekend with a clean conscience. That's hopefully what's going on.
Can I start?
Go ahead. You seem like you need to.
Well,
you need to get something off your chest.
Yeah. So, didn't get a lot of sleep this week. And we have a coworker over there in the mix studio. Shout out. I'm not going to say which one. But I was driving to work. And I've done this before in the past. And I think it is on me. But like, this car was going under the speed limit, right? And it was, I do have a little bit of a lead foot, and I know that's wrong, but this coworker was going on like way under, right? Which is responsible, but also that can cause just as many accidents. So I didn't realize it was the coworker because I haven't seen their newer car. So I was like, oh my gosh, who is going so slow? Step on it. Like I was like screaming things in my car, just like whatever. And then we pull into the parking garage. I'm like, oh, oopsie. Thought they had a red car, and then I forgot they got a
silver.
Yeah.
Oh, so I know what you're talking about then.
I'm like, oopsie. They didn't see me or anything, but then I did feel bad.
You had that happen before. This isn't the first time.
Yes, this has happened before.
Actually, multiple times.
In our old building.
Yeah.
And I've owned that I have a touch of a lead foot, so I know that. But this was I feel like it was under the speed limit, and it was like a beautiful.
It's the speed limit. It's as fast as you should be going.
But going slow can cause just as many accidents.
Well, I'm not going to judge too much. Don't worry.
Yeah. So anyways, there you go.
That's not that bad.
I don't think I need to go apologize because I don't think that they saw me, so I'm just going to go with it's fine.
So, mine all has to do with Grand Country Nights. Where we're down there. Actually, this isn't more of it's kind of funny. So, it was after everything was done, Lee Bryce was done. We were back at our camping area, because it's free camping with weekend pass, all that. And, I kind of let you park wherever. So we had a group that we were with, and we had fire, and we were staying up way late because I finally had a chance to, just relax and whatever. So we were staying up way late, and all of a sudden, it was like 1:30 in the morning, a group of some young 20-somethings up to no good, drunk kids came walking through. I mean, when I say kids, I mean they're in their 20s, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, where's the party at? Where's the party? And then I'm realizing I'm wearing my B105 hoodie, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Yeah, no.
So I kind of crossed my arms and covered it up, and then the one guy comes over and goes you're the guy. You're the guy.
I get so scared when people say that.
You're the guy.
I really do.
And I'm like, no, that's my brother.
Nice.
And they go, you have a brother? I'm like, yeah, he's my twin brother. He goes, what's your name? And I'm like,
Ben.
And I said, I'm Ken.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know. And then they said, what's your brother's name? And I was like, that's Ken. And I was like, I've got a twin brother. We're both of the same name. And then I ran away, basically, and then let my my other friends take care of it. And then also I got into an argument with, not an argument, but you remember when we couldn't find my wife and she had to meet me at stage left? Mm-hmm. And then she came over and she goes, this is stage right. And I said, no, it's the stage left. And then she's like, no, it's the stage right because it's the right of the stage. I'm like, no.
Well, I didn't know that either.
The performer, it's on the stage left. I should have probably explained that. But then she didn't believe me, so then I had to go to Big John, a security guy. And I said, is this stage left? And he goes, yes, this is stage left. So I had the security guy solve our disagreement on that.
Well, it's good to have like a mediator in that case. So
right, and I remember Big John from last year. Nice guy, let me
yes,
back
I
there.
remember him too. Super fun.
Look at that. Well, we'll see him next year, hopefully, and now we'll know stage right, stage left, and I'll go to bed before midnight. That's the plan. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens. 742 B105. We've got Eric Church right now, Drink in My Hand on the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Lauren's Country Lowdown on B105. What's happening?
So we got to talk about Post Malone once again. He has a new album out today.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about his Grand Ole Opry performance. And if you missed that, I mean, you can watch it on YouTube, but we also
I just watched it, the whole thing last night again.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it
I
again.
missed the first part, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like highlights right now on B105country.com, like when he sang with John Michael Montgomery, Be My Baby Tonight, and then he performed with Delaney. And then there's also a funny video of him trying not to swear. So we got all those clips if you don't have time to watch the full thing.
Here's a little takeaway from that I want to mention really quick because I watched it yesterday. And when he's saying Be My Baby Tonight with John Michael Montgomery, that's a really fast song. Mm-hmm. Sings really fast. If you don't know that one from like childhood or like for all these years, there's no way you would have been able to do what he did. So,
Right.
I mean, he knows the music. That's why I love that.
He has respected the legacy of country music and like he's like not a poser, like he actually loves it. And it's already sold 500,000 copies before it even came out. And then he shared last night, he said, thank you to everybody involved in making this album. I'm so honored to have worked with some of my favorite artists, writers, and friends. I've had the time of my life making it. I've wanted to do it for a long time. And he said, everyone keep expressing yourself, having fun, loving what you do, and loving each other. And then he said, I'll see you soon. So then people are like, oh, is he going on like a longer tour? So we will see about that. But on to something that I know you're going to roll your eyes at, but Carly Pierce, she is still in the headlines for that like heckler debacle,
Really? That was like weeks ago.
So I know. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but she was on a very popular podcast. It's called The Vile Files. And she did talk a lot about her marriage to Michael Ray. Nothing that she hasn't touched on before. She says she knew their wedding night, like something was wrong and she shouldn't have married him. She basically said she took their marriage more seriously. And then she also said she knew she was going to divorce him a lot earlier, even though they got divorced after 8 months. But she said, I hope you're happy now was going number one. So she didn't want to like jeopardize that. Like her and her team were like, just please wait. Mm-hmm. Country music. So she also posted after, and I think this clears up a lot. She said, the biggest misconception about me is that I'm not over my divorce. It's been super hard to feel like every song I write since that public situation is attached to that relationship. In reality, that couldn't be farther from the truth. I've had relationships since that I pull inspiration from and just general storylines too. My first hit was a heartbreak song long before that relationship. I have moved on and I wish everyone else could too.
Okay, well.
And then she also said right after the heckler video, because they talked about that on this podcast as well, Lainey Wilson and Kelsey Ballerini texted her like 5 minutes after it went viral and were like, we're on your side. That was great. And she said that's how she knew that like the video was blowing up because she's like, Lainey and Kelsey saw it right away. And then last but not least, Dolly Parton. She has a makeup line launching this month, and you can read about that B105country.com if you want to look like Dolly, which we all do.
Okay, check that out.
Check it out.
Look at Tony over there in Mix 108. He has a Dolly Parton t-shirt he's been wearing around.
He does.
So
we all need a Dolly Parton t-shirt.
Everybody loves Dolly. By the way, in case you're wondering, Mercury is in retrograde.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
So that's why you got a lot of this weird stuff happening with these people and these moods and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had to look it up because I saw,
started earlier this week. I didn't want to
so you already know. Okay. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Breaking news. Just got word that we have Duluth Police Department need to get the word out about something. We got Officer Jeremy O'Connor on the line. Good morning, Officer O'Connor.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Morning. Good, not too bad on a little foggy morning.
Yeah, it is a little foggy out there. Good reminder, everybody have your headlights on, right?
Yes.
But what are you guys doing today? Because I understand you're raising some money somewhere.
We are up at Dunkin' Donuts right here off Central Entrance in Duluth. And we have officers from different agencies. We're fundraising money for Special Olympics Minnesota. Standing right next to me is an athlete named Kelsey. You can say hi, Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kelsey.
Hi, how you
And we're out
doing?
here fundraising.
Yeah, awesome. So what's the deal? How are you raising money? People just come by and give a donation or what?
Yep, come on by. If you want to buy something from the store, that's great. Otherwise, you want to give us a donation, that works as well. We have, if you have kids, we got stickers, Hot Wheels cars to give away. But if you do not make a donation, we'll give you a coupon for free coffee or free donuts your next visit at Dunkin' Donuts.
Wow, yeah, I see you holding a coupon there on what you sent me. Is Callie with you? Is your K9 partner?
Nope.
Good question.
K9 Callie is with. She's been out saying hi to people. I've also been working the drive-thru along with other officers. So it's a good time. Nice kind of chilly morning for some good warm coffee or iced coffee if you're into that.
Iced coffee always. Doesn't matter the weather.
I'm wondering if we might just have
Ken,
to.
should we go?
I think we might just have to run up there.
How long does this go until, Jeremy?
We'll be here till 11 a.m. this morning. And again, all money fundraised goes to Special Olympics Minnesota.
Oh, that's great. And you're up at the one at Central Entrance, just so to confirm.
Yep, correct. But it's also going on in Wisconsin if someone's closer to Superior or other Dunkin' locations throughout the state.
Oh, man. Okay, so it's going on everywhere. So just find a Dunkin', you'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Cool. Well, hey, you guys have fun. Good to talk to you. Stop in sometime. All right, man?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, see ya. Thanks. All right, that's Officer Jeremy O'Connor here, Duluth Police Department, raising money for the Special Olympics Minnesota. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. We should go to Dunkin' after this.
I think that's kind of what we got to do right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got to support.
Okay, go get the truck, and we'll get up there. B105 weather forecast next. Let's go to the movies. Good day for it.
Let's do it. Yes, it is.
Foggy, rainy, kind of soupy day out there.
Yep.
So here's what's going on. Still the big one, Twisters in theaters, right?
Yep.
That's the miscommunication, because I thought Lauren just said that, she said a few minutes ago, it's like, yeah, I thought she said she saw Twisters last night. And but then she said, yeah, and I cried the whole time. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Is it that sad?
Yep.
Turns out you saw a different movie, right?
Yes.
What'd you see?
Yeah, so I saw It Ends With Us, which is a very, very serious movie.
What's it about?
So just like, I feel like I need to give like a warning here because it's a very serious topic, but it's based on a very popular book by Colleen Hoover called It Ends With Us. And it's about domestic violence.
Oh, wow.
Very serious topic. But amazing story. The way that they did it was amazing. Now, I tried to read the book beforehand. I ran out of time because I've lived a lot of life lately. So I ran out of time. But the movie was great. I'm going to go back and read the book. But
Very emotional.
very emotional.
Okay.
I cried even before it got emotional because there's also like love story aspects and that really gets to me. But I told my fiance, he's like, how was the movie? And I was like, I sobbed the whole time. I can't handle this. Not going to sleep tonight. And he's like, really? And then like half an hour later, he's like, I thought I wanted to see that movie, but I'm not going to see it now. And I was like, well, I don't think it's really your kind of movie. He's like, well, I like tornadoes. I'm like, wait, what? I was talking about Twisters. Same thing with Ken. I would cry at Twisters for other reasons.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Glenn Powell walking through a thunderstorm.
Wow. Tears of joy. Is that what we're saying there?
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyways,
My.
what else?
So this is a big one out now. Alien Romulus. I like the Alien franchise. I love it. And this is getting really good reviews. Some people saying it's the best one since the first ever.
How many are there?
Oh, there's a bunch. I mean, there's it's Aliens, which was a sequel, and then Alien was a Resurrection, and there's Prometheus, and then there's Alien versus Predator. There's a whole.
Oh my
there's
gosh!
a lot
I've
of
only
them.
heard of the Alien versus Predator one.
There's a lot
My
of
bad.
them. There's a lot of them.
Interesting.
But anyway, it's getting really good. It's getting really good reviews on it too. So check that out. It's It's like a new. I don't know, cast and saga that's beginning now with that. But doing well in theaters. And then also, here's one, My Penguin Friend, which is out as well. And that's a family drama. And it involves a guy who is a lonely father and a little lost penguin that he finds and how he brings him joy.
That's like so cute.
Yeah.
Well, I might go see that today. Want to come?
You need to balance out from,
And yeah, I don't need to cry.
Yeah, right.
I need to see
If
Twisters.
you're crying during that one, we're going to have to talk.
I definitely will. Have you seen that penguin?
Oh, my gosh. 812 B105. There you go. Let's let you unpack that for a minute here on the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Luke Bryan knocking boots on B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Good morning. Do you, well, you admitted earlier you have a little bit of a lead foot, right? when you're driving?
I do.
Yeah. Do you ever eat while you're driving?
Yeah, like French fries, like things that are easy to eat. I'm not eating like a tuna melt or something.
Tacos are hard to eat when you're driving.
That would be very hard. Very, very hard.
Subway's kind of hard to eat when you're driving.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Usually I'm eating something from Quick Trip, like the mini tacos or the mozzarella sticks when I'm driving. I got a good thing for that planned out. But anyway, here's a headline. A Detroit man eating chicken wings while driving hits state police car.
Bone in or boneless?
Does not say. A 73-year-old man was attempting to eat wings while driving, and a trooper was stopped in the left center lane for a red light, and the man struck him. And that's when they found that he was eating chicken wings, because probably the chicken wings were all over the inside of the car. No one was injured. There was minor vehicle damage, so that's good. But you get a citation for that. Distracted driving, risky behavior. It's remember to focus on driving when behind the wheel and not be eating your chicken wings.
Yeah, like a French fry, like you can easily just eat, But like if you're trying to eat like a pasta or something, like that's not a good idea.
You know what? My friend Shane, I saw him do this, and I even offered to drive because he was driving.
Yeah.
I hope he's listening right now. But he was driving, and he got the garlic parmesan boneless bites from Quick Trip. I can't remember where we were going. Oh, we were coming back from his cabin, I think. And he was driving and eating them with a fork as he was driving. And I was like, you want me to drive? And he goes, no, I got this down. Because he drives a lot for his job. And
Well, was he using a fork?
Yeah, they were boneless. Probably easier boneless than bone in.
Right, so like a fork, I don't feel like that's that distracting.
Okay.
But I don't know, you're going to get sauce everywhere, and then that's going to open up.
Yeah, they're definitely, but they're not really chicken wings. They're boneless wings,
Yeah.
They're really not. 'Cause
They're like nuggets.
I take a drumstick, stick the whole thing in your mouth, and just peel everything off the bone.
That would be hard to do while driving.
I think I could do it. Well, either way, don't.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to say here. Distracted driving, not good for anybody. Dirt Cheap, B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and here's a good story sending in the weekend from our own Lauren Wells.
Yeah, so, you hear people say all the time, like, oh, when you're in your 30s, your life, if you don't have it all figured out, you're lost or whatever, right?
There's some pressure by the time you're 30,
Yep.
right? To kind of get your figured out.
A Bristol woman, and I want to say, I don't know if this is here in the UK, but she left school at 15. She had a really hard life. She had to go into foster care. Her family's house burned down, all these things. So she didn't graduate. She had to leave school at 15. She just became a doctor at the age of 41.
Good for her.
Yeah, she said throughout her life, people were telling her, you're not going to amount to anything. You didn't get your high school diploma. And she had a bunch of different jobs, like flight attendant and things like that. But she's like, I've always dreamed about being a doctor. So when she was 35, she bought the books she needed to study for all of her high school classes, worked 3 jobs, got that degree, applied for medical school, and now she's a doctor.
Well, that takes a lot of drive.
Yeah, she said she'd have to get up at 4 a.m. to study because she was also doing, those jobs to pay for it. So amazing.
Wow.
That's inspirational, honestly.
3 jobs, going to school. Good for her.
Amazing.
Well, now raking in the money. It's paying off. Hard work pays off. That's the thing. Talking to a lot of kids, as they're like, we just had a Will in the other day, and he was job shadowing, seeing what we do and that kind of stuff. And Steve kind of gave him Steve Tanko here. He gave him really great life advice. Saying basically, you don't have to have it all figured out right away. Just go forward and make progress, and and your 20s too. Like a lot of people, in your 20s, you're just screwing around.
Yeah,
you got to screw around, find things out. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, you got to learn lessons the hard way. Unfortunately,
just try not to screw up too much. That's my takeaway on that. Okay, B105 Northland's #1 for New Country, and we will see you later. We got Joe Danger coming in next. Commercial-free country continues. Have a fantastic day, Lauren, and get some rest this weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Come back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed Monday morning.
You too.
No guarantee.